What if I told you that a German diplomat fled screaming from a room in Britain's royal palace? That maintenance workers refused to work alone after dark? Join me as I investigate the real documented ghost reports from Edinburgh's Holyrood House Palace, where the dead refuse to rest. Welcome to the Palace of Holyrood House, King Charles III's official Scottish residence and one of Britain's most actively haunted royal buildings. Today, we're not exploring legends or folklore. We're investigating documented reports, witness testimonials, and the disturbing incidents that have occurred within these walls over the past few decades. Unlike so many so called haunted locations that rely on century old folklore, the Holyrood House Palace has something far more unsettling: recent documented encounters that have left witnesses traumatized and staff members generally afraid. We're talking about specific incidents. A German diplomat in the 1990s who encountered something so terrifying he fled the building. A maintenance worker in 2014 who left screaming in a well lit corridor. Palace staff who have reported unexplained phenomenon in areas where tragic historical events occurred. But what makes these reports particularly compelling is that they're not just random ghost stories. They're centered around real historical figures who met violent ends within these very walls. The question isn't whether people are seeing things, it's what they're actually encountering and why these specific spirits seem unable to find peace. To understand these modern sightings, we need to understand the violent history that created them. Two figures dominated the ghost reports at the Holyrood House: David Rizzo and Agnes Sampson. David Rizzo was an Italian musician who became private secretary to Mary, Queen of Scots. On March 9th, 1566, he was brutally murdered right here in the palace, dragged from the Queen's chambers and stabbed 57 times at the top of the staircase, his blood soaked into the wooden floorboards. And here's where it gets disturbing. Those floorboards have been replaced multiple times over the centuries, yet visitors and staff consistently report seeing bloodstains reappear in the exact same spot. Agnes Sampson's story is even more tragic. Known as Bald Agnes, she was accused of witchcraft during the hysteria of 1590. She was imprisoned here at the Holyrood House and tortured until she confessed to crimes that she did not commit and executed in 1591. The torture was so severe that it left visible scars on her body, scars that witnesses say are still visible on her ghostly apparition. These aren't just historical footnotes. These are two spirits that modern witnesses encountered in terrifying, specific ways. Now, for the encounters that left people generally traumatized. In the 1990s, a German diplomat was working late in one of the palace's rooms when he saw what he later described as a bald, naked figure approaching him. The apparition appeared severely injured, and something about the encounter was so disturbing that he fled the room immediately. Palace staff later identified his description as matching Agnes Sampson perfectly. But the most recent documented incident occurred in 2014. A maintenance worker was performing routine maintenance in a well-lit corridor after hours when he saw Agnes's ghost at the far end of the hallway. According to his report, she was bald, naked, and covered in injuries from her torture. The ghost was limping towards him with her arms outstretched. The man screamed so loudly that security came running, and when they arrived, Agnes had vanished. And then there is this spot. Multiple visitors over the decades have reported seeing dark stains appear and disappear on the floorboards. Palace staff have replaced the flooring, but the reports continue. Some witnesses describe feeling an overwhelming sense of violence and terror when standing next to it, as if the terror of Rizzo's murder has somehow imprinted itself in the very fabric of the building. What makes these accounts so compelling is their consistency. Different people, different time periods, but the same description, the same locations, the same unmistakable details. We've examined the documented ghost reports from the Holyrood House Palace, not folklore, but recorded incidents involving real witnesses who had genuine encounters they couldn't explain. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, the pattern is undeniable. This palace holds onto its traumatic past in ways that continue to affect people today. The question isn't whether these witnesses saw something, it's what they saw and why it won't let go. If you found these documented reports as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more investigations into real paranormal incidents and places. Have you ever visited the Holyrood House Palace? Did you experience anything unusual? Share your stories in the comments below. I read every single one. Until next time, keep questioning what lies beyond our understanding.